We have one of the most positive, benevolent, optimistic, and lucky new moons of the year coming up for us. This really positive wave of cosmic energy with the new moon in Sagittarius, and I could not let the time pass without letting you know how to use this energy to your benefit. Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Leeor Alexandra. Welcome to the B community. On this channel, we talk about the law of attraction, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. And a couple times a month, I like to do these cosmic energy reads where I tap into the collective consciousness, see what I'm feeling is coming up for us, tie it in with astrology and some card pulls, and come up with this reading for you. Today, I'm joined by my assistant, who doesn't want to be picked up right now, Jupiter. And I'm going to be saying his name a lot right now because we have a lot of Jupiter energy that I have to tell you about that's bringing us some incredible gifts. So from my experience and talking to some of you in the last few weeks, eclipse season was difficult for us. It was challenging. And since I'm not in my recording space, I wasn't really going to sit down and do another energy reading, but this energy just came at me and was like, they deserve a break. They need to know what's coming for them. This is so fun. This is so optimistic. Let's do this. In general, Jupiter energy really affects me, so I've been feeling it really strongly. I'm curious if you've already been feeling a little bit more optimistic. We now have more fire signs, or we finally have fire signs in the sky again. So you should be feeling more hopeful, more optimistic. Your faith should be returning, especially with this a lot of Jupiter energy. We're getting a lot of spiritual energy coming through, and kind of like this connection to the divine is being reactivated and rejuvenated. So I'm going to tell you all about that, but first I have a really exciting announcement for anybody who's a fan of my jewelry line, AlchemybyLA. Here I'm wearing my balancing amulet in solid gold and the cosmic love in the sterling silver dipped in 18 karat solid gold. If you're not already familiar, I create these beautiful, meaningful talismans right here in Los Angeles, and we have 7 of them, and they help to enhance the will of the wearer. So whatever it is that you're intending for when you put on your amulet, you're amplifying your energy to, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that's kind of the basis of these amulets. Now, we've never done this before. This is really big. We're doing our final sale of the year, and I pushed to get as much as we can. So we're giving you 20% off. We've never done this before. 20% off site-wide, even solid gold, which is an investment, and it's only going to go up in value, and you're going to be able to pass it on to your children. I'm going to pass this on to my daughter, my son one day. So if you want to take advantage of this promo that we're doing, it's the last sale of the year that we're doing. So if you want to get your presents for people before the holidays or treat yourself, just use the code Jupiter for 20% off, or use the link in the description below. Thank you so much for supporting my business. It's a woman-owned company, a USA company. It just means a lot to me to have your support and to know that you're loving these amulets and that people are wearing them all over the world. That's insane. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the themes that are being offered to us with this new moon. They're really, really nice. And then I'm going to give my recommendations for how to work with this energy. And towards the end, I'll give you some journaling prompts because I know you love them. First of all, I'm really seeing this new moon as kind of like a balancing act or a counteract to the really heavy eclipse cycle that we just barely made it through. Scorpio season was really intense for a lot of us. For me as a Scorpio moon, it was really deep. I had to look at some, darkness within myself and to come up the other side of it. And at the time of recording this, we're still going through this. I did mention in my earlier energy reading from this month around the full moon lunar eclipse that it's a time for healing. We're still going through that time for healing. The wounds are still at the surface, and we still have to talk about some things. And as always, it's really important to be very concise about the way that we're discussing things because of Mars retrograde. We want to just be really balanced, peaceful, aware, and conscious of how we're communicating when talking about these wounds that have come to the surface and these things that need to be looked at and healed. But once we do, the healing is coming, the energy is lightening up. By the time that I'm posting this video, the energy should feel a lot more optimistic. Let me know if you're feeling it yourself. There's more fire, there's more hope, there's more spirituality in the air. So we have the Sagittarius new moon with the sun in Sagittarius as well. And so we get lots of Jupiter energy. Jupiter, of course, rules Sagittarius. That's why little Jupiter, he's my Sagittarius baby. I'm Sagittarius. We have a lot of Jupiterian energy in this household. So I love this energy. I'm excited about this energy. So the new moon is going to be exact at 2:57 p.m. Pacific time. So anytime after this is really good for your manifestation rituals and ceremonies. Okay, so while we're going to be feeling the energy of this new moon several days before, you really want to do your manifestation seed planting during the time that the new moon is beginning to wax, beginning to grow. So your seed planting is still going to be really powerful when planted in the dark moon, that dark fertile soil, but there is something to be said about the supercharge it gets as the moon is growing. Of course, remember that we're always manifesting. There is no good or bad time to manifest. You manifest everything through your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, words at every moment. But we do experience some sort of energetic effects that come from the cosmos, and we've all felt it. If you're here, if you've been here for the last year, you know you felt it. Now I want to talk about the 4 benefic themes I've picked up around this new moon. We have good news, finally, okay? The first one is we're getting a fresh start. So every new moon really is a fresh start. We know that already. But this new moon specifically, we have this rejuvenating energy that comes from this Jupiter sphere of consciousness, which expands our horizons and allows us to think bigger and to see more clearly, see the bigger picture, to look to the future. And we want to be looking to the future right now, okay? Especially after this difficult full moon that we had earlier in the month, you're going to feel yourself really renewed around this time. And it's a really good time to start something new, to start a new relationship or a new chapter in your life, a new job, a move, whatever it is. We just really have this powerful, fresh start, and it's really positive. Something good is coming. The second theme is we have good luck and manifestation, and good luck in manifestation, right? So Jupiter is going direct in Pisces on the 24th, I believe, and that gives us an incredibly lucky day, a really potent time for manifestation, for seeding your intentions. So this day, the 24th, is going to be super lucky overall, so do whatever you need to do that requires luck on this day. This luck, of course, is going to show up in different aspects of our lives, depending on how our birth chart is affected by this energy. But I do want you to expect to feel and to be lucky around this time, because that expectation is going to manifest into reality. The third theme that I've picked up on around this new moon in Sagittarius is a theme of spiritual growth. So this new moon is encouraging us to move away from materiality and instead to look at our spiritual practice, to look upwards, to the cosmos, to the divine. This energy wants us to become less physical and more spirit. Something that's not so easy as the holiday season approaches, right? I'm advertising as a gift these spiritual talismans, but they're still embedded in materiality, right? So it's a lot of focus on the material, a lot of focus on the physical, and we want to ground ourselves in a kind of a paradoxical way. Rather than looking at the material, we're looking at the cosmos. We're sitting in connection with the divine. Whatever way you use to connect with the divine, to connect with your higher self, whether it be meditation or yoga or prayer or flow or going to church or temple or whatever it is, do these things right now. We're really going to benefit during this time by connecting to our spiritual journey. Expect to receive messages and guidance from above, some sort of opportunity, some sort of expansion in your life that's going to be led through this prayer, this connection to the divine. And if you do bring your attention off of the material world and really connect with people and connect with your spiritual journey and your spiritual practice, spend time in meditation, spend time really with people, put the phone away, you're going to receive gifts that are greater than anything that can be bought during this time. There's also this activation and this rejuvenation of something within us that's been wanting to come out, that we've put aside for a while, but it's time for it to come out. And I do feel like it's related to your spiritual gifts in one way or another. It might be your psychic gifts or some sort of message coming from your higher self, your team of light, that's going to guide you in a surprising new direction. Take action with that. Go for it. You are supported in this right now. Now, I mentioned this briefly, and to just go back over it, the last theme that I picked up is a theme of healing, right? So in my last energy reading, I did say that mid-November ushers in a time of emotional and relational healing. So I do feel that this energy is extending all the way out to the end of this month. So if you're looking to heal some sort of relationship, some sort of connection, come here. It's a really good time to do so. And so it's also a good time to practice shadow work. Usually I push for shadow work during more intense times, like the last in Scorpio season, the full moon was a really good time for shadow work. You can do it right now, and it will be lighter. It's not going to go as deep as usual, but it's going to make you feel lighter in general. It's going to create less density in your body. That spiritual practice, moving you away from the material, from focusing on buying, on consuming, even on creating, and more on like just being, right? That's going to be very healing for you. But remember that whatever made it through the eclipse is actually very strong and should last well into the future. But there's also a fortunate little side note. Anything that fell apart during the eclipse can now be rebuilt if that's what you desire, or something new is coming forward. That's the gift that I'm talking about. Something new is coming to replace whatever fell apart in the eclipse. If you allow it, if you are open to receiving. Remember that the universe loves good receivers. God loves good receivers. If you can receive things easily and with gratitude, you will receive a lot in abundance. Here is my list of things that you should be doing during this, or that I recommend doing during this new moon to benefit from the energy. So be excited for the future and set your sight on higher sights, okay? So think bigger, ask for more. It's okay to do that right now. It's always okay to ask for more. Sometimes I think in this reality, we think, we don't feel like we deserve to ask for so much, and it's just like, why? This is all a game. Nothing's real. Ask for whatever you want, experience whatever you want, and enjoy. Your new moon rituals and ceremonies should involve setting intentions and goals for the future right now. I'm so sorry if you hear the garbage truck outside. A kind of random recommendation that I received: incorporate cordyceps into your health and diet routine, the mushroom, right? So this mushroom is ruled by Jupiter. It's going to assist you with your immune health, especially during winter if you're in the northern hemisphere. Added to your diet throughout Sagittarius season, it's going to help with your mood, especially if you suffer from seasonal depressive disorder. So yeah, add some cordyceps into your diet. I'm going to be adding it to mine. I'm going to get some today. Do spend time in meditation, in prayer. If you're religious, maybe visit a temple or a church. Do something to reconnect you with your spirituality and your spiritual journey. Do a ceremony. I'm doing an end of year online retreat on December 4th. I'll leave a link in the description for you if you want to get us. Early bird tickets are sold out. We still have general admission, and I'd love to see you there. And lastly, expect fortune and good things to happen, because what we assume will happen. And now I want to give you some journaling prompts. I'm going to write these in the description as well. The first thing I want you to consider is, what did you leave behind with the full moon lunar eclipse? What did you leave behind? Number 2, what survived through the eclipse? Number 3, what are you rebuilding or breathing new life into in your life right now? Number 4, what am I excited for in the future? What future event or idea am I excited about? And number 5, what is the bigger picture I envision for myself? And get lost in this one. Really look for greatness, for grandness. How big can you dream right now? That's going to be supported. Now, I love you so much. If you enjoyed this new moon reading, let me know in the comments below. It really helps the channel. A comment is more support than I can ask for. A like really helps also. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on so that you never miss an energy reading, and so that you can make the most out of this reality. I love you. Thank you for supporting Alchemy. Thank you for joining the retreat. I hope to see you there. We'll be live. I'll get to see your face. We'll chat. Until next time, as always, Juby, can you help me keep your vibrations way up? Bye, I love you.